This time on Finnegan's Garage, lots of fun stuff happening. We are modifying my plasma table with a kitchen sink, which is gonna make my wife happy. We're also giving away a brand new Miller-Matic 142 MIG welder. It's portable, it's lightweight, you're gonna love it. Stick to the end of the video to find out how you can have a chance to own that thing. Welcome back to Finnegan's Garage. I have huge news. First off, I have a brand new t-shirt. Check this out. That's right.
That's pretty sporty.
Wheels up, wallet empty, that's how I live my life, which is why everybody that went to fsmgarage.com and bought the new merch, thank you all, because your poor financial decisions involving your apparel allow me to make even worse decisions with these cars. And this episode is a banger. First off, Andy Weinberg from Real Garages here. He also happens to work with Miller Welders, which is why we have a brand new unit sitting here that you can win. That's right, we're giving away a welder. We're going to upgrade my plasma table to keep my wife happy because there won't be fumes going upstairs, like lots of stuff happening. I couldn't be happier about it. So, Andy, it's a new MIG welder.
Yes, it's the Miller-Matic 142.
Okay, so she's portable, she's lightweight, she belongs in a ramp truck. I don't know if it fits in the ramp truck, but I feel like if we were gonna carry a MIG welder with us, that's the one. Oh yeah, it probably stands right up in there too. It does. And for you guys at home that don't know this, they make small bottles, like portable, take them anywhere. You know, it looks like a nitrous bottle. That'll get you through repairs on a race weekend. Dude, that's cool. What's it capable of?
Well, it's capable of welding 3/16 material. It's a new design for us. It is an inverter design, but it's new in this classification of a machine. One of the unique things about it is its actual duty cycle. It has a 60% duty cycle, which is actually an industrial rating.
Yeah, 60% is unheard of in a machine that small. In fact, I just filmed an episode of Roadkill where I had to stop welding about every 5 minutes while back halving a Cadillac in New Mexico because the welder just kept turning off. Shay, I'm sorry, I don't mean to back a bus over you, but your machine won't do what this one will, which is essentially you can weld for 6 minutes straight, you know?
But you could win one, Shane.
Yeah, Shay could win one. Sure. Yeah, Shay, you got a chance. Yeah.
And it's easy to operate. This still has our auto set technology. So all you have to do is tell it the wire size you put in the machine. In this case, it's either going to be 24 or 30. And the material thickness, and the machine sets itself. Pull a trigger and let her eat. Now that is a standard setting for that material. It's a warm or a hot setting to make sure you have enough power, but you can always take it out of auto. That would be the setting that the machine had itself at, and you can fine tune and adjust it from there. So let's say, for example, you wanted to go back up to say 1/8 inch, but you don't know what your voltage and wire feed speed needs to be. You could auto set it, turn it back up to 1/8 inch, and then take it back out of auto set and you'll see that the voltage and wire feed speed changed accordingly. Another cool feature that this machine has is it does have a menu button, so you can select the menu and it gets you into a couple other options. First, it tells us what power we're plugged into. Right now you have 112 volts coming out. Then we can change it. Now run-in is the speed the wire comes out of the gun when you first pull the trigger. Typically that's a little slower than what you set on the machine, because the wire is cold and it allows the wire to fire off and start welding. So once it gets into that arc established mode, then it ramps up to the weld setting. You can turn that off if you need to. So you can literally just turn it off. And you might want to do that for different types of wires. Let's say you put aluminum wire in with a spool gun, and it doesn't need to have that run-in speed control. Now aluminum is such a soft wire, so it establishes the arc much quicker. So that might be one reason to take that into consideration for your run-in. The next adjustment would be a pre-flow, and that's your gas, and a post-flow, which is really an advantage when welding things like stainless steel. So
you can put stainless wire in there.
Yeah.
You can get this thing to pre and post fill. I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So I would imagine that would be integrated in some of our other small frame machines too at some point. But right now, it's an excellent option on this.
Yeah, that is cool. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna mod my plasma table right now because the truth is, it makes a huge mess. All the fumes go upstairs, and all the slag goes into a trash can on my floor, which is not great for my marriage or my kids' health.
No. Or
Yeah.
the dogs.
Yeah, the dogs don't really complain, but I feel like it's probably better for them if I fix this.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to this side of the garage right now, fix the plasma table, show you a robot that helps you cut things out, and the new welder. All right, so if you guys remember back to a few videos ago, I showed you the Arc Droid, which is a really, really user-friendly, do-it-yourself robotic plasma cutter. This isn't the plasma machine. This is just the robot that's going to hold the torch, move it all around, and help you make perfect circles and the cool brackets you saw mounting the engine in the Cadillac, stuff like that. Well, I showed you how I was containing the fumes and the slag using a trash can, and that worked okay. You know, the trash can, along with the filter, did a good job of keeping everything contained in here. But I feel like we can do better, which is why I bought a kitchen sink. Yeah, this is going to make my wife happy, not because I want her to do the dishes. You know, that would be sexist. Although she's pretty good at it, just saying. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She's going to kill me. She would. She doesn't watch this. I'm totally fine. Let's be real. There's like 3 women out there watching this video. Yeah. None of them are my wife, so we're fine. No, I bought this because what I want to do is I want to add this as an attachment to the plasma table here on our fixture cart. And what this is going to do is we're going to fill it with water, and then all the slag is going to fall into the water. Some of the fumes are going to go in there, kind of like the exhaust on a modern-day boat where it exits under the boat into the water. And so we're going to use the Miller-Matic 142 to weld some brackets to our table, attaching our new stainless steel kitchen sink to it, furthering my relationship with my wife, children, dogs, and whoever else might be upstairs, you know, because no more fumes going up there, no more stuff hitting the floor of the shop. Problem number 1 with this deal is this table is awesome, but the odds of you getting this surface level to the surface where the Arc Droid is sitting are pretty slim. In fact, I see it's crooked already. So what we need to do, not only, well, it's you or me, it's us together, we are screwing this up. So what we need to do is not only make a way to attach our new waterbed to this thing, but also a way to support it, because water is heavy. What are we, 6 pounds a gallon, something like that? So by the time we add all the water and the stainless steel sink, this thing's going to be pretty heavy. We also want it to be level, so we're going to do a little welding, little gusseting, little bracing here to make everything function together and to make this surface level, so when this robotic arm is moving over it, our torch is going to be perpendicular to our workpiece and cut perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, so step 1, we're going to move this out of the way, because we don't need it, and I'd hate to ruin it. Step 2 is to decide, are we going to level it and brace it first, or are we going to install the sink first? What do you feel like?
I feel it's your garage, and I don't want to tell you what to do.
Well, that's the wrong answer. This is crooked. It's crooked this way and crooked this way.
Do you have, what do you have for straight edges? We could just run something straight across.
Right on the wall, right there.
Yeah. So the good part is this is, so basically we need to keep that a constant. It would be ideal if that was the same height, but
yeah, unfortunately it's not.
Yeah.
So the way this table works is it pivots and it folds away, which is great. However, there's no great way to get it level every time, because this is all adjustable. And furthermore, once we put the heavy sink with the water and whatever plate we have on top that we're cutting, I don't trust any of this. I feel like we need to triangulate it down to here with some sort of pivoting hinge mechanism with maybe a pin there, that because I don't always want this out.
Yeah, I think we should start with that first. I mean, it's going to be, that'd be a better baseline, right? Let's work on leveling the cut zone.
Yes, let's support it and level it first. I like that plan. All right, so why don't we level this? we can use the sticks, or we can cheat and just use several of these.
Oh, you got more than one. There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Do they
we're
say the
leveling
same
it to
thing?
the table. So I'm 0, 0 right here.
All right, I'm 1.4.
Wow. So the table needs to be squared first.
Well, no, because this is going to roll around all the time.
Yeah.
So as long as whatever this is, we make this, then it doesn't matter. The table itself is, moving on an unlevel floor.
Gotcha.
That's my opinion, anyway. I get what you're saying. It would be great if it was always square.
No, yeah, for sure. And I didn't do, I would say that's probably the best way to do it. But then, do we even need the angle finders? Because at that point, we know the table isn't exactly the same height as this.
Right.
So and you're cutting slats, right? I don't know if they're square. I think we need to make sure that
let's just get it close.
The space between the table and the cutting table is
the
constant.
Same here and here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to hold that,
I will hold that.
I will try to lift this up, and as my buddy Mark says all the time, use the micrometer and...
Finely calibrated micrometer.
Yes. And I feel like... See, now as I tighten it, it changes. I feel like it's... when you're tightening it, it's going to move anyway.
All the more reason to brace it out here.
For sure. So I feel like...
You're close.
Yeah, I feel like it's close.
Let's come over here and see if we can even get close now that you've tightened that side.
Here, I'll let you... Yeah. We'll probably have to go back there and do it again. Oops, stop. I feel like...
So we're touching here, but we're not even close to touching here.
Yeah.
On that side, is there a gap down here?
On this side here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I was
Yes, there is. And that's what I was trying to keep constant, that little gap between the back and the front. So technically, you got to still go down in the front. Feels like when you tighten it, it's moving yours up.
Yeah, well,
like when I was tightening mine, it was moving mine down.
Well, and I was thinking about that. Once we add a triangulation here, we don't have to tighten this, because that's just screwing things up.
It would be really, really, really cool. Rod with heim joints.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna change periodically.
Yeah, like a piece of hex bar stock, then you could turn
anything, tubing, something with a turnbuckle on it.
Yeah.
Home improvement store run.
I have a bunch of all thread. Oh, I love this plan. Okay, so here's the idea. We have turnbuckles, left hand and right hand thread on each end. We're going to mount the eyelet side right there. The other side we're going to replace with all thread that will come down here and attach here. Then we can easily turn this and adjust this left and right to level it perfectly. And we can just put a bolt and nut and a washer right through there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. 3/8. I'm going to cut in between your lines. Okay, this is super cheesy, but this is how we're going to attach our all thread
to the leg of our table. We're just going to weld it to the head of a 1/2-inch bolt. I've already ground the coating off of the grade 8 bolt. I'm probably just going to grind the threads right off the grade 3.5 all thread because they're coated as well.
Took a guess, a stab at it. But it's at 17.5 volts, 290 inches a minute.
That sounds amazing.
I don't know. That's a real good 1/8 inch, you said.
Okay, we're grounded.
Well, I'm grounded to that top piece. You know what? I'm going to change it.
Throw it on the rod, maybe.
Throw it right on the rod, yeah.
Dude, that's smooth. All right, cool. Sweet.
Got enough?
Oh yeah, that's not falling off. I should have sprayed the leg down. I'll spray this one. Okay. We are done welding that part. That came out good. This should all wipe off because I sprayed it down. Now we get to level the table. So this side seems high. Oh, this is so much easier.
Oh, look at you go.
That looks real close.
I mean, that's literally...
16th?
Oh, it's, yeah, maybe. Yeah, if you went down a little bit more. Oop, too far. Oh, right there.
All
yeah,
right.
that's smoking right there.
How about your side?
My side's perfect. Oop, maybe not. So that's 16. Oh, that's so easy.
I know, right?
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what we do with these anymore.
I need
right?
to build something like that. All right,
Well, and if you wanted to church it up, you could replace the all thread with like hex stock. You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and a Heim joint on this end.
Oh, for sure.
But-
So if you go to the slats, I'm at about an 1/8 inch. Eh, 32nd off there, maybe. Well, it's the same. So, you know, at least these seem to be equally cut in their bracket. Because really what you're cutting is on here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, unless it's a giant piece. That's... Oh, dude, it's within 1/10 of 1 degree. Look at that. All right, now we can make the water table. Sweet.
Next.
Next. All right. So now, just gotta figure out how we want to do this. I'm thinking we're
now,
gonna
I see. Yeah. One problem.
Yeah. First thing, just
Trimmage.
Just cut the flanges off. Yeah. And we could probably do that in the bandsaw or death wheel it.
Yeah, cutoff wheel, maybe.
secure this end of the sink to this.
With 3 tabs or 4?
I think.
All right.
Yeah, 3 tabs cut out of this 1/8 inch by 2 inch wide strap that I got from the hardware store. And then we'll make them each piece 3.5. And we'll weld them here, here, and here on the bottom. Beautiful. I love it.
Oof. Thing. I'm good at this part. I can't do anything else.
Yeah, third hand busted out.
Third hand sticker removal. Woo! And at the same time, we'll get rid of the mill scale on it so we can weld it.
Gonna weld so good.
Wow, this could be a commercial.
Now, I don't know what company in China is rebranding these, but there's like 9 different people selling them under various names. I think they all just put their own little popper tag on there.
For sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's great.
Yeah. Better that we are doing the tabs because you've got rib nuts sticking out here and that wouldn't make it sit flat.
I'm over here going, I hope to God there wasn't a water table attachment for this that I didn't see in the catalog and we could have just bought it. No, definitely not.
No.
And besides, this is more fun and economical.
For sure. That's what he said.
I'm sure the rib nuts are for something else entirely.
They actually are. They're to bolt this piece together on the top.
Oh, yeah, see?
If you unbolt those, then this cover comes off and you can replace them. So we can go 2 to 4 if you want.
Let's go 2 to 4. My favorite time of day.
24, 20. I don't know why I'm marking this. I need to mark that.
No idea. Well, it's a visual. Now you
It is
know
a
it
visual.
works here. Now you
Okay.
can transfer.
Phew. All right. So just out of curiosity, the 1/8 inch auto settings are 18.3 volts and 320 inches a minute. That's upside down, mind you. I think I'd slow it up.
Yeah.
Okay, going down to the Indy settings. 17.5. I'm gonna go down to 280. I'm even gonna go down a little bit more. Take my, this is a patented Miller ground clamp / C-clamp.
Okay. We have tabs, 3 of them on the front edge right there. 2 of the 3, I'm pretty happy with the welds. One of them, I'm not even going to show you guys that one, so.
All right.
All right, our $100 stainless steel Amazon purchase. Water table. Is it going in? Is it working?
Yeah, it will, except our bolts are in the way.
I think you got to shove it in further to get past the bolts.
Yeah, that's impossible. There's
Oh.
a 1-inch lip.
Ah.
We're bottomed out here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got to take the bolts out, shove this thing up, and struts will go on last, and then that'll line up the table after the thing's already installed. Okay.
So, which way do you want your...
I want the drain as far away as I can get it.
That's dropping it in, all right.
Dude. Look at it, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
There's almost no gap in there. All right, so now, just put the Legos back in. I'm gonna stop there, put the drain in. Got the gasket, got the drain. Okay, now these can go in. I'm so excited about this. Put a ball valve in a bucket. Dialed.
Ball valve. Do you want me to glue this up?
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't know anything about plumbing, so.
All right, I can do that. First and last time you will see Mike around PVC cement.
Dude, look, it's the perfect height for the bucket, too. Oh my God, it's perfect. Yes! All right, so now we put water in it and we plasma. This is the moment when we start questioning all the engineering. I have a feeling there's about 20 gallons of water going in this. What does water weigh? 5 pounds a gallon? 6 pounds?
Yeah, 6 to 7 pounds, right?
Let's say 6. So that's probably 120 pounds worth of water going in there. And if it's not going to work, we'll just see the rods start flexing. I think it's going to be okay. Do we have any leaks? No, we don't. And now, I'm going to try my new water table for my plasma table. This is going to be awesome. With any luck, the fumes are not going upstairs and invading my wife's house because of the kitchen sink. Oh, look at everything. It's going into the water. This is so cool.
and it instantly cools and hardens the piece.
Whoa.
How about that?
Dude, look, there's very little fumes here.
Yeah.
Like, I think if we stick the filter over here, all that's gone. Look, there's nothing on the floor.
And it really happened when you stopped because your airflow was still pushing it down. I feel like I don't even know if this is smoke or just steam.
Oh, it might be steam.
From the previous.
So the question I have is, it blew water out on the floor. Is that because the water level's too low or too high?
I believe if you put it up any higher, you're going to get messier.
You think it gets worse by going higher? I think you're probably right.
Hey, I'm all for science.
I want to cut more. Dude, I'm claiming full success.
Well, I'll tell you what it really, really did. There's zero plasma, spatter, and dust on the floor.
Yeah.
It's all encapsulated in the water.
Yeah, like, never forget, I had a trash can under this before, and it worked all right, you know?
Was it a metal trash can?
Yeah. I'm not that stupid. Some of the time. I mean, a lot of time, yeah, I am not stupid, but it was a metal trash can, and we did not burn down the house. But this stays. I like this. I'm going to use it again. Yes! That is 1/4-inch steel that I just cut with compressed air and electricity. Oh, I love science.
So I wonder, when you pulled the torch away, the air was still flowing. It actually
is that what I'm making the map?
Maybe. I think that did some of it.
Maybe that's
so. Maybe if after it post flow or pull straight up off the piece.
Oh yeah.
Instead of swinging.
Okay. Let's try that.
All right. Yeah, when you're over the metal, it's not nearly as bad. Or maybe you bring that over the metal and then come up.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to. I think that made it worse.
Technique. Oh yeah, when you first start the cut, like, it's making a mess. All right, I'm gonna set it off over the metal.
Yeah.
All right, that's the key.
Yeah, just until you get a little bit away, I think.
Don't finish a hole.
Or
And
or once
stay
you
there.
finish the hole, yeah, don't stay over the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, just come over, lift up a foot or so. Once you get out,
Hey, you know what? We put a drain in this. We could lower the water level and see what happens. We have a ball valve. Oop. Okay. So we're going to test the theory of maybe lowering the water level keeps the splashback to a minimum. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Wow, that went fast. That's a bit slower than it was. The red line represents 3/4 mark. We're about 1.5 inches lower than that now. Let's try it again.
look at how much stuff it collected. I mean, even look at the residual stuff on the side. That's all that plasma stuff that would be airborne.
It's already rust. Yeah, look at that.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't look like it's rust. It's just literally. It's just it's that film from the plasma smoke. The water kind of captured it.
Look at all the grit that's in the bottom of this.
All the plasma particulates
That I could have been breathing.
Yeah.
That my dogs, my family, we all could have been breathing that crap. All right, lower the water level. Let's try it again. Okay, round 2. We have
you can take those.
lowered the water level, and we're going to plasma cut again and see if it makes a difference in terms of the splashbacks, because there is water on the floor. Let's be clear. But water dries. I'd much rather have a wet floor than a bunch of dust that I've got to breathe.
I feel it's better already. And I just kept it over here, right? I feel that was a lot less spattery.
I think that was better. Let's do this. We'll be real scientific. I'm going to dry the floor. And then I'll have you go again.
Okay.
For science. Okay. Floor is dry. I think this will probably be our final test because everything else seems to work. We've lowered the water level. We believe it's not splashing as much. Let's find out. Whoa. A single drop. There is some here.
Well, we didn't wipe that off, though.
Yeah, I'm going to dry that and we'll do it again. Okay, so a little update. We lowered the water level another inch, which is pretty much eliminated the water splash, but we're wondering, is it allowing more smoke into the air?
Yeah.
So we're going to turn on the Filter 130, which you guys have seen before. It's a fume extractor. I run this all over the shop. Anytime I'm grinding or cutting anything, I just put this in the general vicinity, turn it on, it sucks up the fumes, keeps the family happy.
So now basically our water is almost halfway down.
Yeah. We're no longer asking the all thread to support 120 to 140 pounds anymore. Yeah. Very few things. Very few droplets. I think the filter needs to go on this side because I noticed the smoke was running away from it.
Oh, because of my direction maybe?
I think so.
So if I change hands and go this way?
Yeah, try that. That did help. It's still going up. I think this almost has to go above the work area a little closer.
Suck my face.
Yeah. I'm sold. Totally sold.
I love that it catches all the particulate matter. I mean, I don't cut inside my house like you do, but this definitely is a lot less messy. I mean, all that stuff would be on the floor.
Look how nasty that is in there. And you could probably still watch the family dog in here after it cools off. Right, the moment you've all been waiting for, working on the Cadillac. Not exactly. I was doing all of this in the name of getting ready to work on the Cadillac, but what I am gonna do right now is tell you how you can win the Miller-Matic 142. Very easy. Hit the subscribe button for this channel. I never ask you guys to do this anymore, and I've totally blown it. I wish I'd been doing it longer because we probably could have got to 1 million subscribers by now. The other thing I need you to do, go to the Miller Welding channel, subscribe there, and then leave a comment on this video. Tell me why you need this welder in your life. Tell me what you're going to work on. Tell me who you're going to help with this. My favorite comment that I read over the next 7 days on this channel is going to take this thing home. And you're going to love it. Trust me. Thanks.